Educational Planning. Group 1. Leia and Mendoza, Shaira L. Payumo, John A. Peralta, and Arnold M. Batumbakam. New Educational Strategies and Asian Competitiveness. Prepared by Shaira L. Payumo. Make your team work smarter, not harder. Strategy is a plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. So, if you are planning to achieve something, you need to plan it ahead of time and formulate a great strategy. According to Ben Hunt 2016, the educational strategy incorporates a vision for teaching and learning, as well as student experience, at a rapid change of complexity. A strategic plan describes as how goals will be achieved through the use of available resources. With the correct use of available resources, we can achieve our goals. Think about it. A student accomplishing things, winning different competitions with the training, guidance, and mentoring of their teacher will reflect to school administration and its reputation. That will lead to the great enhancement of their district leadership. According to Jocelyn Malang 2020, based on what she have said in our previous online meeting, if you didn't plan, you are planning to fail. Failure in strategic planning can be disastrous. Nothing affects a school district more than its ability to create and execute strategic plan. An action without plan might lead to disaster, while an action with a good strategy can improve students' outcomes, keep great teachers, and enhance the reputation of district leadership. The famous basketball legend Kobe Bryant was the product of his coach Phil Jackson. At the limelight, we have General Manager Robert Pelinka, who's managing and supervising the two. Their achievement is also his achievement. Just like in school, our students are the pride and face of the school run by the administration. Difference between education and business strategic planning. In education, the main goal is to produce quality professionals. They focus on the students' academic excellence in different fields, like in Ms.P, robotic, research, and other competitions. There are some people who are funding and supporting the school and the students, especially in public school and universities. In business, quality education came up with a prize. That is why we also have their private school. They took care of their own name or brand. They have different specialty like the famous school in producing lawyers, which is San School of Law, and also Mapua, which is also known in producing engineers. A school, after all, is a business enterprise. It provides students a venue for learning under the guidance of licensed and skilled educators and staffs. Parents pay tuition fees in exchange for the students' use of these spaces and their participation. Strategic planning evolved from military strategy. In 400 BC, strategos or strategic planning was used by the political ruler and war councils, like the history or mythology of the Trojan horse, where the Greek used it as a trap to enter the city. In 1950s and 1960s, it was adopted by the business world and has been practiced through decades and continues to develop until today. Emerging and applying the business strategic plan to education sector, people began to move in positions in education leadership. Along with a set of paradigms, one factor why we have private school right now. Different types of strategic planning. Teaching strategy, learning strategy, leadership strategy, and also the stakeholder strategy. Teaching strategies are also known as instructional strategies. These are the methods that are used by the teachers to deliver course material in ways that the students will be engaged in practicing different skill sets. Like in Japan, students use another shoes in entering the school. From kinder to grade 4, they are not allowed to take the exam, for they are molding the attitude and moral values of the students. Aside from it, The students are the ones who were cleaning their room and also serving lunch to their classmates. Types of teaching strategy. Number 1. Visualization. See your ideas, connect thoughts, feel the story, record lessons, transfer ideas, and also engage in learning. Cooperative learning, where teamwork is a must. Inquiry-based instruction, structured inquiry, controlled inquiry, guided inquiry, and free inquiry. Differentiation, showing the students or giving the students the different level of instruction according to their needs. Technology in classroom makes boring and dull subjects and activity more engaging. 6. Behavior management. Having a behavior management must be a first priority in any classroom. Why do you think children misbehave? There are plenty of reasons for their misbehavior. That is why we need to assess and find out the reason behind their behavior. Number 7. Professional development. Do you still remember what you have said during an interview? Where do you see yourself in 10 years from now? It was a moment when you publicly declared your career goals. If you have been working in your field for a few years, it seems you have had enough time to become a professional. But have you done everything possible to get closer to your career goal? Have you taken your skills to the next level? If you think you still want to accomplish your 10-year goal, you should continuously monitor your career growth. This is the only way to spot your mistakes and improve your strategy. In planning your career development, you have to create your future, know your value, plan your actions, and most of all, explore your options. Before, we are using pedagogy, but today we are using distance learning. As you can see, it was only grouped in 4, but yet it still have the same content. The goal of learning strategies is to get students to become more effective learners. Number 1. Mnemonic strategies that uses phrases and also name of words. Number 2. Structural strategies. Number 3. Generative strategies. Is also a learning strategy directed in helping the learner to integrate presented information with existing knowledge and experience. A learning activity that helps students to engage in a generative process is that of note-taking. Types of leadership strategy: autocratic, authoritative, pace-setting, democratic, coaching, affiliated, and laissez-faire. Stakeholder strategy. It is a plan or a guide on how to interact and communicate and involve with each identified stakeholder during different time and phases of the project. According to Paul J. Mayer, productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. Thank you for watching.